I went to the 3 competitors at the show and I showed them my Gauss meter, and they actually didn't even know what it was. And the worst sauna, I got within about 2 feet of the outside of the sauna box, and it was already electromagnetically toxic. And the amazing thing to me is the people selling these machines, they're not even aware of the electromagnetic toxicity. I brought it up to them and I showed them what I was doing, and after they realized how dangerous their equipment is, they wanted me to leave them alone. In fact, they asked me if I was one of their competitors. I said I was only I just used the equipment and I was curious about their other saunas. And frankly, I don't understand how they can sell equipment that they know is contaminating the people using the equipment with electromagnetic toxic.
We were looking for another alternative as far as pharmaceuticals, because I had that diabetes and the high liver enzymes, and so we decided to give it a try, and we signed up for 90 days at that time, and we figured that after 90 days we should be able to find some results. And so after, I think it was either 30 or 60 days, we went ahead and had another blood test taken, and my diabetes had gone back down to normal, and my liver was down to normal, and everything looked pretty good. So even after just being in here for 1 week, it was so amazing that when we went down and started the bowl, and after throwing a couple practice balls, everything felt so fantastic. You know, it was as if we were 20 to 30 years younger, and we didn't hurt anywhere. And at that time, we decided we would come back in here, see Diana, and say that we want to buy one of these Therasaunas just like the one we're in right now.
Here I am with some of the other heaters that are out there on the market. The first that I have, this is the famous carbon heater that everybody names as carbon. Nobody really realizes that it's actually carbon oxidation. There's actually lead and aluminum in this carbon, epoxy glues, resins, and lead, and people are buying them. And then it's actually laminated. So it's actually a plastic heater, and people are buying them. This is my Gauss meter, and these are the most toxic heaters out there. As you can see, as far as this will go, over a foot, it's still registering that it's toxic. And the closer you go. So when you buy an infrared sauna that's made out of carbon heaters, you can see that the carbon heaters are throughout the saunas, and they look great because you'll have all of these placed behind little wood slats, and you'll think that you're actually getting more coverage, but you're actually getting more toxic electromagnetic field. And remember that your spine is sitting right in front of these elements. So as you can see, these carbon heaters are highly electromagnetic field toxic. And the more of these actually that you put in the infrared sauna, the more electromagnetic field toxicity is going to be occurring around the unit. This is the metal rod. This is spray coated with carbon oxidation and then filled with magnesium oxide. These are also electromagnetic field toxic, about 6 inches away, and again, that's where your spine's going to be. This heater, when I finally found out what this was actually made out of, I was completely appalled. It's actually made out of aluminum. And what the company did was they took the metal rod concept and then tripled it up, and then they put an aluminum sheath over it, which is pretty thick. This is probably about 5 pounds maybe. And what they've done was they've extended the heat of the metal rod 3 times, and then what they do is over the aluminum is they spray coat it with a carbon oxidation. And then they also call this one a carbon heater as well. So as you can see, there's a lot of things going on in the industry, and I'm sure most people who have these heaters have no idea that they're actually made out of aluminum. And I think pretty much everybody knows now that aluminum is a contributor to Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and heavy metal toxicity, and we really don't want to be sitting with our spine, which is our central nervous system, in front of these elements, because aluminum and lead are neurotoxins. So, And then I'm going to save the best for last. This is a Therasana emitter. These are patented. Nobody else has these. I actually broke this one so you could see inside that there is one wire that actually runs through this whole ceramic heater. And that wire is very thin, and it is encompassed by the ceramic stone. That's one of the reasons why these saunas are so electromagnetic field safe, because the energy changes directions every few seconds, in addition to the wire being encompassed by the stone. And these heaters are 96% efficient. These focused emitting devices that people are buying just to apply it to one area, I feel is a waste of money, because you're only able to do one specific spot. You can move it around and do other spots on your body. But the main thing about the infrared sauna is that you want to bring the whole core temperature up, and that's what this is really about, is hyperthermia. And that's what I'm an expert in, and that's what I train physicians how to use. That's actually my job for the company, is training the physicians and practitioners and people actually how to use these safely in their own home. What light bulbs to use, vent open, vent closed. If somebody has high blood pressure, does it make sense for them to do it in the morning or in the afternoon? Should you lay down before the sauna session, after the sauna session? Should you work out before using the infrared sauna or after? So this is one of the reasons why I've made a video, because I think that a lot of people are going out there and they're purchasing infrared saunas, and it's very challenging because there's a lot of companies out there that have great marketing ploys. I mean, it's like the carbon heaters, for instance, are made out of lead and epoxy glues and resins. Nobody has any idea that they're actually full of those chemicals and that the heaters are actually plastic. So before you buy an infrared sauna, the number one thing that you really want to know is this sauna going to be safe for my family? And I can tell you that the Therasana is. So when you purchase your infrared sauna from Reverse Aging Naturally and decide to change your destiny, what we're going to do is we're going to not only are we going to teach you how to use it, we're also going to suggest some other products that are going to be very powerful using the infrared sauna, such as the shower filtration system, getting the toxins out of the body to help the sauna do its job. Also, an excellent alkaline water system and the best pure minerals that you will ever have, because when you're using an infrared sauna, you're going to be sweating out precious minerals, and we want you to be more minerally balanced than you were before you started using the sauna. We want you to be more minerally balanced when you're using this infrared sauna, instead of depleted like a lot of other people who are out there sweating in their infrared saunas, not even knowing that they're losing potassium and electrolytes. We here at Reverse Aging buy in bulk, and when we buy in bulk, that allows us to give you the best price that there is from the manufacturer and online. One of the things that we offer at Reverse Aging Naturally is how to use the infrared sauna, because you want to know how to use this for your family and how to use it for yourself to get the best and optimal results, where your sauna will last you for the rest of your life. And one of the things that I include is the MPS control. So anytime that you buy from me, not only is it going to be discounted, we're also going to include a bunch of goodies that they don't online. And if you're interested, we can also teach you how to make some money with infrared saunas. And if you refer us somebody, we'll give you a referral fee. And if you have any more questions about infrared saunas, I guarantee you, if I don't know the answer, I'll find out.
Therasana's far infrared warms the body directly and not the air. The atmosphere in a Therasana is very comfortable. Traditional saunas constrict arteries, veins, and capillaries. On the contrary, infrared saunas dilate them, thereby creating more oxygen and generating more energy in the body. At Reverse Aging Naturally, we are changing your destiny.